Persinger. I'm a citizen of Richmond, Virginia. I'd like to object to having only 3 minutes to address a couple of items on the agenda. This is an outgrowth of Lewis pamphlet, and it's damaging the opportunity for citizen comment. I'd like to express my opposition to item number 4 regarding the CDBG budget, Community Development Block Grant. On April 23rd, I emailed Michelle Coward, Roy Idle, and the city attorney, Ms. Coward and Mr. Idle, work in the Department of Community Development. And I emailed them regarding the inmate labor program. I was told that HDL Services LLC and Fund Constructions Bill, F period, U period, N period, were contracted to operate the inmate labor program, where inmates are paid $10 for 8 hours of labor. That's right, inmates are paid $10 for 8 hours of labor, $1.25 an hour. Anyhow, on April 23rd, I emailed Mr. Idle, Ms. Coward, and Mr. City Attorney requesting that I would like to review the contracts with Fund Construction and HDL Services. I have never received a follow-up. FOIA requires some kind of response within 5 days normally. In short, I oppose this $260,000 program because inmate labor is as audacious as slavery, and the fact that you see nothing wrong with it is equally disturbing. The inmates are being wronged, the city is profiting by the use of inmate labor, the private contractors are making their money. How much I don't know, because despite asking for it, I wasn't given that information. And the negligent landowner who has their grass and weeds cut by inmate labor is paying less than what a private contractor would pay. Secondly, I'd like to voice my opposition to item 11, dealing with Venture Richmond, the conglomeration of Richmond Renaissance and Richmond Riverfront Corporation. But what this is a $2.7 million budget that you guys are about to approve. $700,000 of money from the city, that's a quarter of their budget, and $1.7 million of their budget, 65% of their budget comes from a special assessment on properties within the district, an additional 5 cents on their assessment. And the program management is $222,000, which is 8% of the budget. And these people, they operate the Clean and Save program, they maintain the Canal walk in Browns Island, they pay $17,000 for portable toilets. They've listed $60,328 for major public improvements, but have no detailed information in the budget that they've submitted to you all. And I think there was something else they said was another major improvement, which is not identified. Anyway, my point is, I think we don't need them anymore. We may have needed them in the past.
You have 30 seconds. Please begin to summarize.
When, as Richmond Renaissance, they convinced us to build the 6th Street Marketplace, but we don't need them. This work can be done by the Department of Economic Development and the Department of Public Works. We don't need to pay somebody to promote our city and to manage stuff that should be done by the people that are collecting our trash already and earning a living wage. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Good evening, Mr. Mayor, Madam President, Vice President, members of Richmond City Council. My name is Silver Persinger. I appreciate the opportunity to comment, but this whole process is meaningless. You are about to vote on these papers probably within 5 minutes, so anything that any citizen has to say to you wouldn't have made a difference, no matter what they said, even if it made sense or something the community desired. Last time you had a public hearing on the budget, it was scheduled to occur a week before the budget, and that was, I guess, 3 weeks ago now. And at your last council meeting 2 weeks ago, you continued all the budget papers to this meeting. I'm going to reiterate the comment I made at the last public hearing. Oh, actually, I signed up for a citizen comment and made my own special budget comments. Citizens should look at how the budget is designed, how it comes about. You know, we have a new mayor, and he had about 3 months to create a new budget with, you know, not having made a city budget before. And We do have the Office of Finance or Budget and Strategy. We've got those, and those people know a lot about the stuff they've been doing for years. So my main criticism of the process is the lack of citizen participation in developing the budget. You know, that's my criticism with the whole of our Richmond government here, is the lack of citizen participation. It's pathetic when me and Donald Hatcher are the best citizens you've got, and that's because we care, and look how Mr. Hatcher's treated. And he does have a point. Citizens used to have 3 minutes per ordinance or resolution, and that was intentionally changed, sponsored by President Panley at the time, and voted unanimously, I believe. But it was an intentional assault on the power of the citizen comment and the citizen's ability to influence your debate and inform the public's knowledge of what's going on here. So what I said before is that I think a better budget process should be developed that is more inclusive of the citizens, and you all should use the charrette process, just like you used for the city master plan. And now you see how the people are defending the director of the department because the process included the public and it got public buy-in. And that's what we need to have for a city budget. Having these citizen comment periods a week before you're about to do the budget, when the budget's already been designed for months, it's not fair to the citizens. And you know, that's my comment. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you. Ben, do we need a public hearing?
Yes, we'll need a public hearing on those papers.
Is there anyone that wishes to speak in favor of any of these papers? Anyone who wishes to speak in opposition? I saw it on the screen.
Thank you. Good evening, members of Richmond City Council. My name is Silver Persinger. I'd like to speak in opposition to these papers. Right here, look, this is 8 papers. None of these have gone to any committee. I doubt that seriously that any of you all have read all of these papers. And what this appears to me is to be that you all are cashing out your district funds before the new budget resets, instead of recycling that money back into the general fund where it could do greater good for the rest of the city. I understand these are funds that are committed to each council person to do with as they please during the year, but I'm concerned for the possibility of that some of these expenditures might not be the wisest use of the money, since it appears to me to be a rushed job. And you know, not even to mention anything about these being possible electioneering tactics, you know, a way of paying off supporters, or you know, just generally, you know, I don't know. To me, it's a situation ripe for abuse, and without proper consideration, due diligence. This is just throwing money away wherever the council person says to throw money away. And that's what I'm opposed to, and that's why I would prefer to see these papers sent to committee. And if it's not possible to adopt a new budget without passing these new papers or spending out the last of your council district funds, so be it. But you know, at least somebody was here to say that this isn't a good way to run our government, and that you know, we just need to pay closer attention to what's going on here. Thank you for the time to comment.
Any other comments?